talk about the best filmed version of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, I said it. Because hi, I'm Jessica. I write Phantom books and other books. And this is another day in Phantober where I'm talking about a different version of the Phantom of the Opera every day in October. Today's Phantom is the 25th anniversary concert filmed at the Royal Albert Hall, released into theaters and available for anyone to watch. Now, I try not to be too biased on here because everyone likes different things, and I'm fine with that. If you don't like my favorite, that's your business. But this is my favorite movie version of the musical. And I'm gonna be honest here, I don't really think there's any competition. You see, this version did a great thing, where they cast performers who had played the roles on stage, who were capable of singing the parts, unlike the 2004 movie. They also cast people who were the right ages. The story's a lot better when Christine isn't played by a goddamn teenager. But this version of Phantom, which was performed at the Royal Albert Hall over a few nights in 2011 for the 25th anniversary of the opening of the show in London, is dang near perfect for a lot of reasons beyond just the cast. Mainly because it's just the show that we love. A lot of adjustments had to be made because this wasn't in a theater, it was in a concert hall. So they used a lot of projections, which worked fine except for the part in Angel of Music where they flipped the Phantom's mask around because they kind of got confused on how mirrors work. But they made up for it by inviting other Phantom casts to have scenes like Masquerade where you have like the triple cast there. We have little cameos from West End Phantoms, like former Phantom Earl Carpenter plays the auctioneer. And the entire cast is fantastic. I really like Hadley Fraser as Raoul because he plays him as a complete jerk, which is how I see the character. But the real treasures here are Ramin and Sierra. They are so good in these parts. They have such great chemistry. And I love the way that this is filmed because you can see every micro expression. It's something you don't get when you're seeing the show live in a theater. I also appreciate this version of Phantom on a personal level because I've talked about how much I hate the 2004 movie, but literally that movie was so offensive to me as a fan when I saw it in theaters that it drove me out of the Phantom for about 7 years until this came out. I would never have rewritten the novel I wrote in college if I hadn't been inspired by seeing this version in theaters and being reminded of how much I love Phantom of the Opera. Because this got me writing again. It got me on Tumblr, which somehow led to me taking an 11-year detour into Supernatural. But when I returned to Phantom again, this was there. Because most people can't easily go see a Broadway or West End performance. And a Slime tutorial is not the same as a pro shot. This is the version of Phantom I showed my daughter when she wanted to know what the story was about, and it made her fall in love with it. So when it comes to Phantoms put to film, this is by far my favorite, and the most special personally to me. The Phantom Saga would never have been published without it. And I'm sure someone else is grateful for that. We're getting low on Phantom, so what should we talk about tomorrow?